What's up, world? Mr. Black Guy 410 back with another album review. Today I want to discuss the latest project from CyHi to Prynce entitled Black Hystori Project. For people who don't know who CyHi is, he's a Georgia MC, signed to Kanye's Good Music. From what I've looked up of him, he has 6 projects out, his last 2 projects being Ivy League Kickback and Ivy League Club, and this is his latest effort. I actually never, at least before listening to this, didn't know too much about him. I heard him on, he did a track with Yellow Wolf a while back, and I heard him on like one of Kanye's songs a while back too. I thought he was like a decent MC, not really anything special. This project, I don't know, on a whim, I just decided to download it just to see what it was about, see what he was about, see if I would enjoy it. And I would definitely say I'm definitely glad I took the time to download this and listen to it. This was definitely, in my opinion, worth the listen. As far as the album, or I'd say album, mixtape goes, it sticks to the theme of the title, Black Hystori Project. You get a lot of, references to some prominent Black history figures, as evidenced by some of the song titles alone. He has song titles like Huey, Mandela, Boss Squat, a song called Coretta. So just based off the names of the track, you can kind of get a feel of what you are about to get set up for. Style wise, what I like about him is he has a really good balance of like lyricism. Definitely an example of a rapper who proves that, Southern rappers can still have lyrics. Like I said, he's a Georgia MC. He's definitely pretty lyrical, and he also has a really good balance of like conscious but still street at the same time, so it doesn't really sound like he's, like preaching to you, but on the other same time, he's not like overly ignorant. He has a really good balance of those two, while still maintaining some good lyrical ability. Production on this project was definitely pretty solid. I'm gonna say I don't really recognize any of these producers' names, but I give them shout outs anyway. Tech Beats, Sekhu Muhammad, hopefully I'm saying his name right, M16, Anomaly, Grizzly, Million Mano, hopefully I'm not missing anybody, Jeff Lear, Watson the Great, Rourke Bailey, Kulal, hopefully I'm saying that right, Space Jones. I'm just reading the track listing, honestly. But yeah, shout out to all the producers on here. They definitely they gave him some good beats to go over. Topic wise on this tape, like I said, one of the things I do like is that the project is entitled Black Hystori Project, and for the most part he managed to stick to that theme, or at least relate the songs in some way to some kind of theme, like that. I would say is not so much giving you like a history lesson per se, but more so stories of, just kind of, I guess, or I couldn't even just say the modern black struggle, just kind of the modern struggle in general. Also pointing out the things that he doesn't like in the hip hop world, things that he sees in his own community that bother him. Just kind of, I won't say average street. I mean, it is kind of, kind of street tales, but still with like a conscious lyrical edge to it. And I think the way he does it, in my opinion, I just like the way he delivers it and the way he tells it. Like I said, it's not preachy, but it's at the same time, it's not like overly ignorant. It's that perfect batch, like right in the middle. And I think it makes it a lot more relatable. And even towards the end of the track, he kind of switches up the theme a little bit. Latter half of the tape is geared a little bit toward more the ladies, so to speak. Standout tracks on here, like the intro. The intro track was a good way to kick the album off. Definitely gives you a feel for what you're about to get into. The lead off from that, Huey, was a dope track. Mandela was one of the best tracks probably on here. I'd probably say my second favorite. I love the this tribal warrior type beat, and he was definitely flowing over that track, man. He went in on that one. Napoleon lyrically was another dope track. Boss Squat, referencing the graffiti artist, that was another good one. 316 was another dope track. February 29th, I didn't mention the features yet, but clearly the best feature on this whole tape out of all the ones he had was John Connor. John Connor definitely did his thing on that. If you don't know who John Connor is, that's a Detroit MC. You should go check him out. Another good track off here, Sadell Young, which is CyHi's real name. This is pretty much just a personal track of him kind of, just telling his stories. It's probably, I would say, probably my favorite track on the album. But yeah, man, I don't oh, well, first let me go into, it's 18 tracks total. I would say that the first, as a whole, it's still, this tape was dope to me, start to finish. The only track maybe I would have thrown off of here was like I said, toward the end of the tape, he dedicated maybe about 3 songs to the ladies. Coretta was a good one. Guitar Melody, I think a lot of people would definitely like that track. That was a pretty dope track too. Good Night was probably the only song on here I could have done without. It started off good, but it didn't it had a beat switch up at the end, and to me, I don't know, it kind of threw off the mood of the way that rest of the album felt. But that's just one minor complaint. As a whole, man, this was definitely worth the listen. I would say if you weren't a fan of him or don't know much about him, this is definitely a good place to start, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'd say definitely this is enough for me to say that after listening to this, I'll definitely be looking forward to whatever he puts out next. Like I said, he's that really good blend of lyrical / street while still having some kind of message and still some kind of content, but not still being overly preachy. Like I said, he has a really good blend of all that, and he has this kind of raspy delivery also to me that makes him stand out from a lot of other artists. But yeah, man, I don't really got much else to say. If I can find the download link, just find a download link, I'll put one in the description so you can check it out, or I'll find the stream, either or. But definitely, I would definitely recommend this. In all honesty, this was almost I would have paid for this. If this was an album, I would have spent money on this. Not to big it up, not to create a hype train, but just in my opinion, I enjoyed this enough that had this been an album, I would have been more than happy to shell out money for it. But I know not everybody else feels the same, but just in my opinion, I guess it comes just because I didn't know that much about him, hadn't much listened to him before, that when I did listen to it, I was like, whoa, this dude is, it always feels that way when it's somebody you never really gave a chance, and then you listen to them and then they just kind of exceed your expectations, and that's definitely what this tape did for me. So I can say definitely now I'm pretty much a fan. I'll definitely looking forward to whenever he drops an official album. Let's say this every video, I don't really do ratings, but I would just say check this out. You should from whether you're a quote unquote hip hop head to anything else, man, I think this is at least worth some kind of, I think this is worth a listen, man. You can skim through the first 10 tracks and you'd probably find something. Like I said, it's 18 tracks. 2 of these are kind of like skits, but even still, I think you'd find something on here you like. So props to CyHi, man. This is a dope project. Glad I took the time to download it. Still listening to it now. Yeah, man, go check it out. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Till next review, till next time, I'll catch y'all later.